Hello again, guys, and welcome to part two of making my old PC into an older, smaller PC, I guess. Crappiest title of the year, but can't say it's not descriptive, I guess. So yeah, we're back at it again. This is day two. I'm hoping to get most of it done, if not all done today. So just to give us a little quick recap, we have everything. Well, I say everything. We have the board in, the power supplies in, the drive bays in, the extremely jank cooling fan, a few of the cables connected and whatnot. We also have something that looks far beastlier than it actually is, but the my trusty was this the R9 270? Oh, it is the 270X. So the 270X graphics card to go in there, and we have our 120 gig credit card, and I did have a 1 terabyte Samsung drive, and I really need to stop doing every 5 seconds. So yes, we had a 1 terabyte hard drive in the other one. Unfortunately, it was a bit big. I don't have a lot of space to play with in this case. So what I've decided to do is instead, now it's still a Samsung and it's still 1 terabyte, so it kind of counts, right? Right, right. You agree? Yeah, yeah, good. I have one of these, which I have liberated from one of the many laptops I've dismantled recently. But yeah, so I'm going to put this in instead, purely for a space-saving measure. There's no real benefit otherwise. It's not the. This isn't a 7,200 RPM. I think these are all just standard 5,400s, if I remember rightly. This is purely just to save space, because as we've already established, space is not something we have a lot of. Accompanied with that, we have our trusty PC box, which is where I keep all my tools and everything that I do. All my this actually helps if I actually show you it, doesn't it? Hang on. And spinning around. Okay, that's better. So yeah, my trusty little toolbox. It's got my screws, alcohol pads and everything for cleaning computer components off, bits of picks, mini screwdrivers, pliers, etc, etc. So this is basically just my little PC building box thingy. And we have our magnetic parts tray. We also have my random box of cables, adapters, brackets and Christ knows what else for the in there invariably, oh shit, I need something to fit that, I need to figure it out what it is. I also have my little box, multi-draw box of all random PC screws and stuff like that. I've kind of tried to sort them a little bit, but it's not best. Obviously, the graphics card and hard drives we've already done. And, as always, my trusty cup of tea. And shit, I've just realised it's not on a coaster. Oh, panic, 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 panic. Okay, so that was really, 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 really bad. I forgot to put the tea on the coaster. Not as bad as pouring the tea on the, computer, you might say. Why are you exaggerating? My wife will actually kill me if she sees a video with a cup of tea. I'm hoping she's not interested in YouTube, apart from watching music videos. I highly doubt she's going to sit here and watch another one of her husband blathering on about computer stuff that she knows nothing about. So fingers crossed, I'm getting away with that. I could edit it out of the video, but it's kind of funny, so it just shows I'm an idiot, so screw it, we'll stick with it. So without further ado, let's try and get this set up so it doesn't fall into our case again, because we all know what happened last time. And tilt. Needs to go like that. Tilt. Okay. The joys of using a front-facing camera, just so you can actually see what the hell you're recording. Okay. So the current itinerary for today is we need to get, I realise you can't see me. We need to get our hard drives in. We need to get our GPU in and make some form of attempt at a bit of cable management. I'm not really going to test for it. It's always advisable to connect everything up and run it first. But considering all of this stuff has come out of a computer that I know works, I'm not going to do a dry run. I don't think I really need to. Oh, I need to remember to put that fan on the back as well, which I realised I've left in the other room. So yeah, so that's the plan for today. Figure out where we're going to put these drives. I'm thinking I can kind of hide one on the top of the Blu-ray drive up there, and possibly fit another one somewhere on this little cagey bit down here, or if I've got the room I might mount it straight to the bottom. So yeah, so this is not exactly going to be the most exciting part at this moment in time. I just want to try and make it so you can kind of see what I'm doing, but I also can't have the camera tilted too much, otherwise it'll fall into the case. And from the height it is now, it actually probably will break the phone, and I haven't got an upgrade yet. So, swig of the good old tea, and I better go and get that fan before I forget. Damn it. Right. So, I'm not drastically worried about the cable management for the reason this has got a solid side on it. So you are not going to see all of this, but on the same token, I haven't got it in me to do a really, really ass job. Don't get me wrong, the fan is proof that I'm perfectly capable of janking things together. But stuff like this audio cable, obviously the board that was in it, the cable was designed to go on the board that was in it, and on the board it was all the connectors were all sort of mounted on the front here. So obviously this case wasn't designed for this style of board, so we're just going to have to jank some stuff together somehow and see where we can fit things through. Really need to stop saying I need to put like a pound in a jar for every time I say on my videos from now on, and I'll be like a millionaire by the end of it, I'm sure. But yeah, to give you a bit of context on that, my brain kind of tends to run ahead, so me saying is me having to rewind my brain to where I actually am, and not the 3 sentences ahead that I am, to try and, because I'm constantly trying to reel myself in check. So that's why there's a lot, or basically is my other personal favourite. I noticed when I watched back the video yesterday, there was an awful lot of basicallys and an awful lot of ums. So we shall start off with, but then that's not indicative to me. I have noticed a lot of YouTubers and casters and people in general, and I keep looking at the camera like you can see me, but you can't, and that's really annoying. So we're not doing anything drastically exciting yet. So while I'm blathering on at you, let's drop this down here a little bit. I'm literally screwing a fan in. It's not that exciting. But then again, looking at my face isn't that exciting anyway. So, but this is what you're going to get. Also, this glowy thing here, back there. That's my main rig that's in the garage. So there's like the garage door is basically open. So this is the living room, the garage door that we've got access to. I call it the garage. It used to be the garage. It's now the utility room stroke study stroke. Every piece of shit in the house gets thrown in there. And then my wife goes, "We've got too much shit. Sort it out." And I'm like, "Yeah, but most of it's yours. Why am I sorting it out?" And then, yeah, so I have to try and stream in there. I have to do all my video editing in there and everything else. So I'm in the living room because it's basically the only room in the house that we kind of make an effort to keep sort of relatively clutter-free. And I could be screwing this fan in while I'm talking to you. I don't know why I'm not doing that. Yeah, so this is why I'm filming in here, because it also doesn't really echo that much in here. I know there is a little bit, but with all the stuff, the furniture and everything else that's in here, it's not too bad. I did initially try it in the dining room, which is a lot brighter, because there's like 6 LED lights directly above the table. the problem I had with that was, although it was nice and bright, I didn't have enough space to kind of fit the phone properly, and get the phone far enough away that you can see, and it was echoey as hell. It sounded like I was broadcasting from the fucking back of a cave. So that went out the window. I haven't got anywhere near enough space in there. You can probably, actually you're saved. I'm saved. You can't see all the crap that's in there. Yeah, there's a load of crap in there as well. I've just put this fan in the wrong place. Have I? I kind of want to. Damn it! See, that's why you shouldn't talk and do shit at the same time, because you get it wrong. Not enough slack on the cable for the fan for it to go where I want to go, so I've just got rotating. So yeah, anyway guys, if you've got any questions or any hints or suggestions, I do also stream on Twitch. I'm manga_mad. I do play a lot of games. I play a lot of MechWarrior Online. I will eventually get back into World of Warships when the shitstorm it's going through at the minute has died down a little bit. I do a Retro Sunday every Sunday, so I play sort of older style games, Half-Life, Burnout Paradise, Command & Conquer Generals, bit of everything. I tend to try and do like campaigns and stuff through them, so I'll play like through the story of Half-Life or over a couple of weeks. My time, unfortunately, is very limited, so I mentioned in the last time, obviously I'm a full-time father of 2. I do also work part-time at the moment. I'll stick a link up in the description if you want to follow me. Even if you don't like gaming, I'm always up for a chat. If there's anything you want to talk about, obviously apart from sort of politics, religion, all that rubbish, because but if you just generally want to sort of have a laugh and chat with me, by all means, come and see me on Twitch. I don't have a schedule as yet. I am working on it. I do try and stream, but I'm definitely the Sunday GMT at about 8:30 PM I'm 99% of the time I'm always doing that at least, and the other stuff I fit in around my work and home schedule at the minute. But we're working on that. So anyway, back to what we're actually here for. Building a computer. Yeah, not me talking about loads of other shit. Yeah, good. Okay, right. So I've stuck the fan in. Let's move back around to this and do this and do that. I'm having to use the front facing so I can actually see what you guys are seeing. Haha, didn't get it this time. Screw you. Right, fine. My knees are starting to go funny. So I put the fan in this way because there isn't another system fan point on here, and the other one I've got hooked up to this one. So what we do have somewhere amongst my array of cables, I know I've got one because I've seen one somewhere. I've got one of those, or I've got a ton of SAT cables. Where's the other one? I know I've got more than one. You just hate it when you know that there's something here and you can't find it. A little bit frustrating. Well, I've got one anyway. I don't need more than one, so that's fine. I don't even know why I'm looking for the other one. Yeah, so we've got this, which is a inline Molex adapter. I think this is where I've realised that I don't have a Molex cable on here. Yes, we do have Molex, so that's handy. So basically, what this does is this goes in line with one of your, or it doesn't have to go in line, just go on the end of your Molex, and basically it gives you an extra fan cable. It's nothing fancy. This is pre-RGB. I say it's pre-RGB. We had RGB then, but you were basically limited to LED strips and like fluorescent light strips and like coloured fans, and that was kind of all you had. So, fan controllers and all that sort weren't really a thing. So that's going to go into this one to give us our extra fan, and then that's just going to plug into one of the myriad of Molex cables. I think that one probably. that one. Yeah, that one. That one into there. Something like that. God, I hate Molex cables. They never quite feel like they're in properly, or they're all a little bit wonky. Right, there we go, that's in. Right, so that's that done. Now the fun part. Now we've got to start figuring out where the hell we're going to run all of these cables. So there's our CPU one, and our CPU socket is there. So we can... Now, a clever person would have put this in before they stuck the fan in, because now the fan is kind of in the way of where I need to put this plug. But seeing as I'm a stubborn shit and I can't be bothered to take the fan back out, because I've already done that once already because I put it in the wrong way around, I'm doing it that way. So there. That can go over there, that can go over there. Right, we need to kind of start trying to tuck some of this out of excess out of the way up there, but we also want to keep it away from other things like our fan for our thingy bobby. So we'll stick that there-ish. We may have to cable tie some of this together later. So next up, let's get our main board plugged in. And in we go. We've just got to be careful. There's no. They've put the bloody mainboard connector there, which you do have to push in quite firmly, and there's no support. So like the screws are back there and up there. So the board has actually got quite a lot of flex in it. So if you are doing this and you do need to push it a little bit firmly, just try and grip the edge of the board a little bit with your fingers, just so you don't end up snapping your main board, because it can happen, and then you'll cry, and it'll be my fault because I didn't tell you. So don't do it. Next up we have right, that's that. So what we shall do now, so we are getting to the stage we're going to need to put our graphics card in. I forgot this as a stupid little panel cover thing that you stop any people from trying to mess with stuff. Now, I'm pretty sure this will fit. Quote, pretty sure. So we'll just do a quick testy. There's the hole. I cannot see the hole. It's a bit dark in here. Right, okay. Let's see what the problem is here. So we've got a little bit of an issue. We kind of have to jiggery to get that to fit in there. So that's going to go in there fine. And can we get away with plugging this in? No, we can't. For the plain and simple reason, if I do that now, I'm not going to be able to get to the SATA cables, which is going to be really annoying. And I'll have to take it back out again. So just jiggery. Back out. Let's try not to knock anything off. And of course I'm a kift and I've picked it up wrong. Right, get in there. Out. Right, okay, fine. So yeah, the SATA connectors are here. Right down. Right, just grab this real quick. So yeah. SATA. Graphics card in, can't reach SATA. So let's not make the same mistake we just made with the fan and the CPU. Alright. So let's get you back up there. Try and make sure my phone doesn't fall over. And so now would probably be a good idea to figure out where the hell our SATA drives are going to go. Now I'm thinking that maybe I can, because bear in mind this case really isn't going to go anywhere. I mean, it might move from the living room, like around the house a little bit, but it's not like I'm going anywhere with it. So what I might do is, I've got this cable tie, big thick ass cable tie that's holding the fan in place. We might be able to wedge it up a little bit, and we might be able to do a little bit of wedgy, a little bit of bodgy. Yes. Happy days. So just wedge that up there a little bit. She ain't going nowheres. So once that's in, that's solid, and it's made the fan even stronger. Happy days. Right. So what we want now. Do we really want to colour manage our cables? Is this a line we want to go down, really? Do we have the time, the energy? I mean, because I do have blue cables. And it's a blue board, but there are also millions of other different colours. Could just go with black. I mean, it's not like I haven't got enough, do you know what I mean? So, and of course, we've got past the good old days where you had to change jumpers on hard drives to set them as masters and slaves or not, and that always used to be fun. You'd build your whole PC, put it together, put it in, and realise you forgot to set the jumpers on your hard drives, and you had to take them all back out again and fanny around with it. So things have come across, things have improved greatly. A lot of you new PC builders now do not know how lucky you've got it. And I know that sounds a very old man thing to say, and I am an old man, so I'm allowed to say it. But yeah, you guys have got it easy. You have no idea. Right, so we now need to work out where our SSD is going to go. I'm kind of thinking it might fit up here. Behind, there's like a shelf behind. No, you can't quite see it. I might move the case over that way a bit. So where this is, there's like a little shelf at the back. Now, I'm wondering if... Oh. Okay. Ooh. Well, that's old and brittle. Okie doke. Round two. Up, 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 up. Will this just slide out? Doesn't seem to want it. Why would you not? Why are you not doing what you're told? Oh, because it's screwed in that side. I kind of want to get this out to try and... Yes, there we go. So what we can do, just unplug that a second. So I'm thinking, this is going to stay in. This is going to stay in. There's a bit of space for ventilation all on the underneath, but that could slide in very carefully. There's a couple of capacitors there. I mean, we could just like stick it there. I mean, that'd work, wouldn't it? I don't know how, so if that's in that front pin, so I mean that should just about do it. Right, so isopropyl, how do you stop saying it? It's just sort of thing we have these little bad boys for. I know the camera reverses it. It's basically alcohol wipes. I got like a bunch of these cheap. When I say a bunch, I mean a bunch. For jobs just like this where you need to make sure everything's clean for adhesion, because I'm going to double-sided sticky tape this on. But it's also good for cleaning thermal paste off of CPUs and stuff, because it pretty much evaporates quite quickly. So. Crap. Which one did it come out of? one or bottom one? Can you remember? Anybody? Yeah, there's a gap, so it's that one. That's fine. Just testing you're all awake, boys and girls. There we go. So that's in. It means our two drives are in and mounted. I'm going to try and cable tie some of this up at the minute. And we need another SATA cable. So. Okay guys, so we've done a little bit of cable management for what we can do now. What I need to do is get the GPU in and find some more cable ties because I've forgotten my big pack of cable ties. Get the GPU in, route the SATA cable, the SATA power cables. Okay, and we're back. So, cable ties. You never ever have enough cable ties. They don't have to be expensive. This was a cheap pack. I think they were like £4 from Aldi. You know, you're not holding up a building with these things, so you know, don't go stupid and spend vast amounts of money on really ridiculously expensive cable ties because you really don't need it. Okay guys, I'm really sorry. I'm going to have to cut the video a little bit short here today. I've just had a phone call from my daughter's school that she's not well, so unfortunately my recording time is over for today. So I'll have to spend some time editing later on, but hopefully you enjoyed what we've got so far. There will be obviously another part coming. We've got the graphics card to fit still. Last little bits of tidying up and then hopefully fire everything up and make sure it all works. But yeah, so don't forget to leave a rating, subscribe if you like the content. Obviously, any comments or anything, please do so. Leave in the video below, in the comment section below. And yeah, I gotta go. So peace out, people, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.